Awesome. Hey, Twitch. Welcome to another week of Adventure for Beginners. It is session 92 today, creeping up into the almost hundreds. And we're a little bit late because we're just talking about some scheduling stuff, so sorry about that. Um, yeah, so I think everyone kind of knows what happened in the last week. If you read the news at all, sorry, world.
Yeah.
I don't want to really get into it, but sorry. So,
Yep.
Travis, please whisk us away to Fantasyland, if you would
To-
be so inclined.
Yeah, to Fantasyland we go. So where last we left off, our intrepid adventurers had gotten themselves into a bit of a spot. You guys were in the capital city of Ariadnish. You were there after having delivered some spell components to one of the priests of the clergy of Palor. Had a special little brew made for you that finally turned Buck back into Fawn.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lasted
Yeah.
over an hour.
Yeah. So there were several goings on in the meantime. You guys had sent Durian. You had sent your
My man.
manservant Walter to take care of some business, to look up a friend of yours that you had seen come in on a procession with representatives from the Elven Nation of Cien. And as you guys got the news that there was going to be this big announcement, you managed to finagle yourselves some front row seats to watch the Archimandrite of the Church of Palor, a boy by the name of Zane, give a speech on basically firming up diplomatic ties with the Elven Nation of Cien. And then something interesting happened. Something that doesn't happen every day, not even in D&D land. The entire stage and stage full of diplomats and important people and the head of a religion was attacked by a massive fucking dragon. You guys recognized the molten veined body and coal black scales of the Marquise swoop down and start just wreaking havoc and terror and murdering Durian's favorite uncle, as well as several other of the Cien representatives with her terrible acid breath. And you guys engaged in a fight. There were some possessed priests, a cadre of jackal wares, a smaller dragon, which Caben managed to shoot out of the sky, where it tumbled to the ground and turned into a familiar face, one that you would have recognized from a burning pirate barge, a black half dragon that Durian engaged in combat with, and ultimately slew. And as you guys continued kind of pelting your attacks on the massive dragon that was, destroying the city, something weird happened. Kevin, what happened with that dragon?
The big one?
Yeah, the big one.
It turned into a black dragon.
Yeah, so you guys sustained a focused attack on this massive, what you took to be the Marquise, a huge magma dragon that you guys had met before. And after giving it enough punishment, you seemed to break some kind of spell or enchantment, some concentration that the dragon had, and it changed into a black dragon, something you guys haven't seen before. You guys engaged in more combat. There were some harrowing, very near deaths, and ultimately you guys managed to drive it off. You didn't manage to kill it. It got very near to killing all of you. But yeah, you managed to hurt it enough that it beat a strategic retreat. There was a massive globe of darkness cast around you guys. You felt the wind as the dragon took wing. but couldn't manage to see it or bring it down. And yeah, as the darkness cleared, the aftermath was soon apparent. Most of the Cien nobles that had come to firm up diplomatic ties were dead. Lady Tegan was the only survivor. She is now -1 foot. I think her dexterity is probably a bit reduced. And yeah, the city is basically a war zone. The priests, once they spirited away the Archimandrite, priests started pouring out of the great temple, helping the many injured and tallying the dead that lie in the streets. You guys were led back into the great tower, and we're discussing what's going to happen next with some of the high clergy, and I think that's where we'll pick up today. I think we see you guys back in Stavrofor Miriam's office. She's the one that's been kind of getting some of the information from you guys as far as the dragon stuff you've encountered, and she helped brew the potion for Fawn. And I think you're probably all standing in her office. I think Kendra is still unconscious on the floor. Violet is sort of standing there numbly, blood just dripping down her arm. What are the rest of you doing?
Is it possible to do one thing before we all retreat back into her office?
It depends. What are you thinking?
Turn me into
well,
a
as-
woman again.
No, well,
Yeah, I mean, you
as
guys
part
have
of-
to. Oh, go ahead.
Like, as part of yesterday, how we went to go raid her room.
Yeah.
The next logical step after that would have been to go rescue Fawn's friend that has been detained. And the
Oh
Fawn
yeah, we can do that later.
Yeah, I think you're probably like standing in the Stavrofor's office. Like, what does Nina look like when she's nervous? Is she hopping foot to foot and like?
Thing.
Yeah, because at this point,
She keeps tugging on my sleeve. Durian! Durian!
yeah, because I think like you've got that in mind, but the Stavrofor and her armed escort have like brought you back to the office to try and figure out what's next, and yeah, I think you're like giving her the impression that obviously you want to leave, you want to go do something, but yeah, I don't know if you've been dismissed quite yet. But yeah, that would be a good thing to bring up. Like, do you just
Yeah,
start?
like-
Does that kind of like bring in our scene? And are you like talking with Buck about rescuing his friend?
Yeah, I would just be like, your friend, might be able to shed some information as to why she didn't want Woodalls caught up in any of this. How about we go see her and, get her unbinded?
I
That pisses it
turn
that way.
I turn to Nina, and I'm just kind of like, we're fixing this first,
Well,
and kind of gesture to myself.
didn't Durian already say he might know what's causing it?
Yeah, but we need to fix this.
Durian
before
has since had a
anyway.
brain fart because in his brain it feels like it's been a month.
Yeah, that shell shock, man, right?
No, I mean it was. I mean,
more than a
yeah.
month.
Buck,
Oh wait, no, I
Fawn,
forgot to take notes. Maybe. I don't know.
Buck, Fawn. Regardless, it was after Listen, the last time we tangled with, Lizard Scrappy Man down there was when we were on that sunken ship that was a base, the Black Fang hideout. Some sort of spell they cast or something. Maybe that sword that you have?
Yeah, didn't we get that sword from Neffish? Ah, shit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Over
It's,
here.
Uh-oh.
did you bleed on it or something? I feel like the sword's the problem. You should just probably burn it.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. I'm gonna agree with you, and I would leave it with, I don't know, like clericy people probably be like, you should look at that. It's probably like, I don't know, cursed or some bullshit.
What about Llewellyn? He might be able to tell us more about it.
Oh yeah, that guy. That's right. Did he die? Did he?
No, he's fine.
He
He
was
better
a
not.
You haven't seen him since before the.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a while.
If he
Yeah,
died,
but
I'm protesting.
He's a survivor. He'll be okay.
Hashtag not my magician.
Oh
So yeah, I'd probably try and find Llewellyn first. I would not give it to them. I forgot about that. I forgot he was in
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and yeah, I think Durian, because you're all kind of, you just fought a massive dragon, and a lot of you are still really injured. So yeah, I think there's some discussion, and the Stavrofor herself is a little shell shocked. She's like, "What magician is this? Someone from the city?"
Not quite.
Oh,
A long-term friend.
My old master.
Maybe she could send for him to come here?
He should be staying here. He came with the delegation.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
He
That's
was.
possible.
He wasn't on the stage, was he? I don't remember any of the nobles being.
No, we would have
I
noticed
don't
him.
think. Does the name Llewellyn mean anything to you?
He said he was meeting with some guildsmen in the city, so I don't think he went to the speech.
Ah, well, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. It was a rather historic event, but no, the guildsmen were not well on the main stage, as it were. I'm sure you could find him somewhere.
Alright.
Listen, is there any way that you could have someone patch us up in case the dragon comes back? We're pretty beat up here, and
I
Bleeding.
know.
um,
All of our priests are out treating those in. Forgive me, but more dire need.
yeah,
there
it'll be
were
more dire when
hundreds.
that dragon comes back.
We've
well,
started mobilizing our armed forces. They're setting up Bastille as we speak, getting catapults out, archers. We didn't expect this.
Well, spread the
And
word. We'll
She's not gonna come back.
Just saying, we are dragon slayers. That's what we do.
spread the word.
Vaughn's like,
Sounds like I'm Buck. Buck is like.
but whatever. Shut up. Hate you.
Yeah, I say we go find Llewellyn, who can maybe shed some more light. Listen, and I'm saying this to the I said Stavrofor. This, regardless, was not a magma dragon. Send word out
It
to
wasn't.
whatever troops are. No, it was a black dragon. Excuse
That-
me, guys.
I'm sorry, it fit your description perfectly. I don't.
Were you outside long enough to see when it dropped its illusion?
Wait, we had this conversation with her already.
We
Yeah,
did, but she's
yeah,
still in
actually.
shock.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
David.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think she blinks back. Well, yes, I'm sorry, I wasn't there. It's still so strange. Why would? Well, your theory was that it was trying to frame this other dragon.
I don't know what it was trying to do. Honestly, I don't understand its motives. But I do know this much is important. These are facts. It was not a magma dragon. The one we spoke of, the one that we saw, this was not it. It posed as that. This is a black dragon, a particularly vengeful one. But they spray a poison rather than a flame gout or whatever the magma dragon shoots out.
Fire.
But fire. So just warn the troops, send word out. This is a black dragon. Be on the lookout for acid. Poison acid rather than fire. Okay? That's important.
I
Maybe
will
the
get
priest
the word
can-
out.
The priests that are with them can help them prepare to resist this type of attack in some way, should it come back.
Not to mention, I mean, by the way, is Lady Tegan still in this room? Or did she get moved?
I think she was probably escorted somewhere else.
The legless
they've got, like-
Tegan?
What's that?
Isn't she lose all her
The
legs?
footless. No, her foot.
Footless. No foot?
1 foot.
One foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
I mean,
She is-
her
She's minus 1 foot.
her injury to her foot speaks very clear words that, you know, it shows it was definitely acid and not fire.
I didn't get much of a chance to examine her, but yes, I'll get the word out. Hopefully, we can clear everything up with the great Shima. I have no doubt he'll be taking charge soon. Zane is a bit too young for this kind of thing still, though he will be kept informed, of course. Especially of your group's bravery. Without you, who knows? The tower may have fallen. The Archimandrite, we might not have gotten him to safety in time.
Kevin just like, that's,
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Spread the word. We're here to help, but things are not as they seem, and I don't want to get caught in saying that we argued for one thing and something else happened. But at least you had Dragon Slayers, proven Dragon Slayers, on your side.
Yes,
During-
of course.
During in his company.
I'm gonna pat Vi while he says this and say he doesn't mean it. You proved yourself out there.
No, I mean it.
Yeah,
you
I
heard
think-
about what they did with
I think
the
she
green
sniffles a
dragons,
bit.
the sickly, whatever. There was some revelation about the green dragons. I don't remember, but
They
Hey,
were
look,
young.
yeah, they were
Yeah,
like babies.
I mean, the little gnome shot the dragon with what I can only assume is the spell Magic Missile out of character. You know, the little gnome showed bravery out there. Little gnome counts.
Yeah, I think she's just like sitting down by Kendra's side and so just making sure she's still alive. But yeah, I think the Stavrofor looks over and nods and says, "Yes, well, thank you again. You're not planning on leaving immediately, are you? I
Not
know.
anywhere right now.
Good,
But-
good.
It'd be nice to know that, despite how busy it is, if we learn something, we'll be able to access you or get word to the Great Shima, right?
Yes, of course. I'll make it a priority as much as possible."
Yes, I'm not saying we're gonna barge in when you're doing something important, but if we learn something, you'll hear from us, all right?
Excellent. Thank you again. I'll let you know what the healers say about Lady Tegan. And I think she hesitates for a moment, and goes behind her desk and unlocks a drawer and slides out another file of the brew she had made and hands it over to you, Buck, and says, there are people who could use this here." And I think she just hesitates and hands it to you and says, I'll let you know if I hear anything more. And she sort of stands up and gestures toward the door.
Vi,
Oh.
can I speak to you?
What?
Yeah, let's get
yes,
out.
of
Let's
course.
get to the lobby. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. As I'm leaving, I'm uncorking it and drinking it before I get out. As I'm going out the door, I'm not wasting time. I'm I
Did
don't
you
know.
Yeah.
say it tastes incredibly terrible,
It
Travis?
tastes
Yeah.
like spicy cucumbers.
Yeah, it
Kimchi.
it's
Lingers.
yeah, it's like you're drinking kind of a cucumber hot sauce.
Probably eating straight up the liquid from kimchi or something.
Yeah, it's it is unpleasantly spicy, and I think you feel your eyes immediately begin to water. And yeah, just as immediate is the transformation. You didn't even have a chance to get your clothes back into man mode, so it probably just goes from uncomfortably tight in some spots and loose in others to back into form-fitting.
Beautiful.
Alright, and yeah, Fawn. That rapier, the use of it is forbidden until you see Llewellyn. I swear she's done something to it. Why else give it
You
to
tell
us?
me what to do with my weapons, but yes, I agree with you. We're gonna go find Llewellyn. Don't worry.
Unless you want to become a guy again, I'm just saying.
Unless I'm killing, your common citizen here, I don't think I'll be using it for a while or at all. Period. So, don't worry.
Yeah, and I think one of the guards kind of looks at you and you say, like, skewer a citizen. Like, But,
I
yeah.
just like point to my weapons on my hips. They're, they're not, unsheathed or anything. It's fine.
Yep. And I think a couple of them start carrying Kendra away. It probably takes like 4 of them because she's got this massive black armor on. But Violet kind of looks back and says, "I'll answer whatever you need, but I'm gonna go make sure she's okay afterwards. What can I do?"
Her friend, where is she? I just
Her-
point to Vaughn.
Oh,
The what else?
oh, the yes.
Your client.
Client's not the right word.
I know I'm being sarcastic.
Sorry. We had a storehouse. It's next to the apothecary and she kind of describes where it is. When we left, the roof had been torn off by that thing.
Noted. So look for the place with obviously missing a roof. Gotcha.
Yes, she'll be in the basement. She was just tied up. There, we were just supposed to detain her for a while. It was orders from the council, or should say from the foreign lady that was with them. Did you say you thought she was behind some of this?
Oh no, she is the
got
Black Dragon.
Well, she's got a big target on her
What?
back now.
I
She may
am
be responsible
99.
for this, woman turned man turned woman turned man. Soon to be turned woman again.
I'm a woman.
Already is
It's
woman.
fine. I'm a woman. We good.
I am
Yeah, and I
99% certain.
I think
She's
Vi just
the best.
shakes her head, and I thought she was just some human for Laurent. I mean, the accent and she was with the council the whole time. I thought there would be, a change like that would be on a schedule, a timer if it was. But I only ever saw her as, well,
Well,
and she
either
just shrugs.
Either she's got something
I just
powerful
say-
on her side, or she is in cahoots with the dragon that attacked us. So,
I just shrug, or she is the dragon, and she just made
No,
us want to see
what,
something.
What I was just saying is that she had been with the council for an extended period of time, so it wasn't a simple alter shape spell. It was something else, something more fundamental. If she's the dragon, if not, well, we at least know that the weapon that she gifted us is probably the cause that it turned fawn to buck to fawn to buck to fawn. So.
I mean, it's got to be the cause. The first time it happened was after we had the rapier.
Well, anyway, I still think it could have been those damn mermaids. Fucking mermaids.
Well, here's the thing though: if it's the mermaids would not have known that Fawn turned
Yeah.
back into a guy.
Let's take this out.
Anyway, yeah. So I think Vi looks at you guys and says, "Is there anything else?"
Where can we reach you if we have more questions?
Probably the infirmary for a while. I don't think we'll be leaving anytime soon. And one of the guards kind of like nods behind her.
Yeah, I said,
I'll be
let
like-
let us know. We're at the Rabbit Dog Inn. Please send word if you plan to go anywhere, because we may have uses for you.
Oh,
Also,
the Rabbit
Vi.
Dog North with the the pool and the continental breakfast.
No,
yes, I know.
the Northwest. It doesn't have the pool, but the bar is a little bigger. It's
Oh yeah, with the walking gardens.
yeah,
yes,
exactly. Exactly.
I'll see you there. I'm sure sometime soon.
And be careful. It goes without saying the Black Fang's going to come after you now. You and your companion.
Well, I guess we'll see. Good luck. She turns and heads off.
Yeah, I turn and immediately head for Fawn's friend.
Okay, yeah. So is that the next destination then?
Unless someone else has a better
Yes.
idea.
Cool.
I want to see Llewellyn.
We'll get to him
leaving-
afterwards.
As we're like getting down the
Yeah.
stairs, I like lean over to Fawn. I'm like, I had 2 more vials. She really didn't need to give it up.
Shut
Like,
up, doesn't matter.
okay. We keep
It's done, it's
walking.
Yeah,
Got it.
you kind of rasp that out as
Hey, that
As
means you
your
can
throat
use the
burns.
rapier like 2 more times then.
No.
If you really want to make this day interesting, Fawn, you could try stabbing a woman and to see if that turns if you stay a woman.
let's not. Let's
let's
go
not, yeah.
get friend. You know,
What's her name again, Fawn?
Thea.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I even wrote pronunciation key like on my piece of paper.
THEE caps.
Is what I wrote.
Thea? What's it?
Thea.
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 Like Theodore, except the woman
Yeah.
version shortened.
Yes. So we'll go find
It's
Thea.
It's
Okay.
like I've only got a hunch, but I have a feeling she was here to meet Lord Nyro somehow.
So do I have any healing spells? I don't think so.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no clue
I mean,
either because I don't have spells listed from. I don't think
I don't think you used a lot of level 1 slots. You used a lot of the big ones. Like Blink
Yeah.
and stuff.
Next day spells, capital, some pearls, spells and departure.
Used 1 to heal.
Oh, you know what? No, I have it written on my character sheet. That's why. Let me see what I've got. I have it written as Marquise fight. Ha ha ha. Oh. Yeah. I have 2 level 1 spells left. So let me take this
Okay.
off of there and transfer it. Word document. And I'm going to spend 2 more healing spells. And I'm going to do it 1 on myself. 5. Nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. What's
Very
the
nice.
What's the HP 45? Wow. Is the red one the HP?
The green one. Should
Green
be
one,
HP.
yeah.
16 plus 13 is 29. Cool. And I heal. Oh.
I think Capen might actually be worse than me. I don't know. I'm on 10.
I'm at
Yeah,
21. No, I'm at 10 points.
That's for you, Caven.
Ah, yes.
The definition of min-maxing.
I'm at
Mm.
16
Yeah, no,
now.
Or Max Minning.
Maxing.
Min-max. Yeah, actually, Maximilian. There you
Mini
go.
Max.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, and I don't have any healing potions. Nobody has healing potions, right?
No, I think we threw them all previous.
Yeah, I think you
Bunch of
guys
droids.
used up quite a few at some points.
I have antitoxin.
I mean,
Cool.
for that fight, I wish I had my explosive bag, but I used
Yeah.
that on the elemental.
Do I still have glowing lichen?
I don't know, dude. Probably not. It's
I-
probably moldering. So yeah, you guys are wanted to head out and search the city to find Thea, huh? So cool. Can I get a survival check from probably Fawn?
Plus 12. Got you.
Yeah. I think you
Plus
heard the
20?
directions and
32, natural 20.
Damn.
yeah. So
First roll of the
So, yeah.
night.
Nice. so yeah,
Where was
you
that
like
against the dragon?
you turn right, then left, and another right.
Start
Caven
smelling
maybe
air.
speaks up and thinks,
Tasting.
I don't know if this is the right way, and you're like, no, there's the apothecary, roof is missing, and you come to this, like, it's a fairly small, like a normal house. The roof has been partially torn off, and it looks like part of the doorway has collapsed. But yeah, you can see
But
into
the roof isn't
like,
on fire, though, right?
the roof is not on fire.
Okay. Good.
The roof. The
But
roof
yeah,
is on fire.
there's like this big gap where part of the wall and the door frame used to be, and as you step in, Fawn, you see a door hanging off its hinges. It's a trap door that is above a set of stairs leading down into a basement.
I'm gonna just go straight on in and
Okay.
go down the
Yeah.
basement. 'Cause
Yeah.
I assume this
Same.
is where I need to go.
So yeah, you head down the stairs, and it's like it's pretty tough to see. I think this version of
just
D&D is low light
lantern.
vision, right? Not dark
Yeah.
vision.
Shall I just use a lantern?
Yeah, the light vision.
Sure. Yeah. So I think Nina like comes behind you after striking a torch or lighting her lantern. And you guys go down this very narrow, rickety staircase. There's a dugout basement that's just kind of crude dirt walls that look like they've been packed and smoothed. And there's a small like wall with a very rough door in it. And as you pop it open, you immediately hear a yell of "Fuck you! Let me out of here!"
Jeez, is that any way to talk to your rescuer? They just immediately respond to it.
I like
Yeah,
recoil, like, oh god, what's happening?
Fawn, you're in front, and you see Thea sitting there, her hair like matted a bit with blood where she got just smashed in the face by Kendra, and she's blindfolded, and it looks like part of the floor down here is collapsed in, so I think she's probably like tipped sideways on the floor, tied up to a chair. Fuck you!
Actually,
Get
Nina,
me out
that's
of here! Let me out!
Actually, Nina, that's
Seriously?
exactly how I would talk to my captors. Come on, let's help her
I
out.
know, but we're here to save her, and she's just swearing. at
Anyways,
us
I wave
still.
off Nina and
Nina's
I go over
blindfolded.
and I go
Yeah, but
start to help
Come on,
her,
I
obviously.
don't sound like Kendra.
Yeah, so yeah, you like pop her up, Fawn, and she's already like struggling, like, who the fuck are you? Let me the fuck out of here!
Yeah, relax, please.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
We've met before, in passing.
I mean, she
and
sounds. She's
like,
a girl now.
I give her the
Yeah.
the salute thing that I don't remember because it's been months.
Yeah, are you like
Uh,
unblindfolding
yeah,
her?
yeah, of
'Cause-
course, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah,
it would
you
be like the
you-
first thing I'd do.
Okay, yeah, you prop her up, like pull off the blindfold, and she kind of like blinks hard into the light.
I'm like, oh yeah,
Um,
it's bright, and I like put my hand kind of like covering out the light.
Ah, what? Who? Wait.
Yeah, I give her the salute thing. I'm like, we met a few days ago. A day ago.
A few days ago.
2 days ago.
I haven't
However
seen
many
you
days
in
ago.
years, Rook. What the hell are you doing here?
Well,
You saw him a few days ago, and I
Yes.
I nudged Caven. I'm like, hey, got her,
so
got her.
so I would like give her a brief rundown on kind of what happened with like.
And
you know-
as you start speaking, she's like, whoa, untie me!
Oh right, yes. I'm like
no.
so I
You're
I
gonna
start
sit there and
on
listen to our story, dude.
I start undoing her while like
It all
I'm telling her
began
the story, like
With
yeah, it all began
a pair
I'm
called
thinking-
Nephany and Tarius.
where I was
All right.
magically
where it
turned into
truly
something
began.
that I'm not, and now I'm back to normal, and then was turned
Okay,
back into it, and then back to normal now. So this is me.
Yeah, you're undoing her bonds, and she's like, wait, I don't. Let's get the fuck out of here. I don't know if this place is gonna
You're getting there.
collapse.
Okay, we'll get. No, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'll protect you. And I cast cure light wounds on her.
What?
You're not dead.
Wow.
She's fine. Shut up. She's my friend.
Caven's got like skin sloughing off of him.
He's exfoliating. He's
Such a
fine.
nice friend.
Yeah, so
Caven's literally just standing there, and he just empties a container of salt on the floor. He's just like,
Pulls salt out of his pockets.
nice.
Puts it in his own wounds. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I think you cast cure wounds on her, and like the trickle of blood from her busted forehead kind of ceases, and she like rubs her wrists a little less gingerly now, just trying to work some circulation back in. She says, "What? I didn't see you at all. How long have you been here?"
You know, couple days or so.
Fawn, may I jump in for a second? I don't mean
Sure.
to interrupt this tete-a-tete, but
This is my friend Dorian. Been traveling with him.
hi, pleasure
Then I
to
would
meet you.
introduce Nina and Caven as well.
And I give a quick bow.
Yeah, I think she like nods back and says, "Well, thank you for the rescue."
There's more coming. It's more than just a rescue. We need to go somewhere safe, and we need to talk for probably a couple hours. There's an adult, mature black dragon on the loose that we couldn't kill. That's what collapsed the building here. Okay? You have information we might need. We have reprimanded your captors, and they won't be an issue anymore. But we need to talk, we need to move, and we need to talk.
Are you sure they weren't working with it? I mean,
If they were, it was unknowingly. There's been some deceptions going on. We'll talk about it later.
That's
But
an understatement.
know that the danger's not done yet, so...
yeah,
Pick
she
yourself
shakes her head and says, "Lord Jobrin always thought it might be a dragon. Where is he? Have you... What's been going on? What was this
What's the
dragon
name?
doing other than tearing houses down?"
Lord Jobrin?
Sorry, Travis. I missed
Yes,
that.
Lord
What's the
Jobrin
name?
Nilo.
Oh, my uncle. He's dead.
Oh shit!
Wait,
I was
your
right.
uncle?
They were here to see your uncle. Wait, what? Uncle?
Wait, what's your uncle? What's going on?
As I said, Theo, we have a lot to discuss. Right now,
Yes,
just know
yes,
that we're
I-
going to go somewhere to talk. But between here and there, we've driven off a dragon, but it might come back. So let's just go quickly and efficiently, get some drinks and food in us, and then we'll hash this all out, okay?
She nods and says, "Oh, drinks sound good." And she looks over at you, Fawn. Was it elderberry wine? What was that crap you always drank?
I just give her like a slight like look of disbelief, and I'm like, I'm not even going to answer that. I just saved you, and you're sassing me. No. And I kind of like, I'm like,
Fawn,
do you-
why weren't you as
Whoa.
cool as her, man? This is sweet.
She shakes her head and kind of gives a laugh and says, "Well, it was really sweet. I don't know how you drank that shit. Anyway, let's go. I'm in the mood for hard liquor."
Might I
Oh, and who's buying?
I got
Well,
it.
I assumed you being the rescuer and all, and she like gives you an elbow and
Shouldn't-
just like walks up the stairs.
And I'm just like, shouldn't you be buying mine because I rescued you?
Yeah, they took my gold pouch. And she's like getting up and knocking open the trapdoor.
You know, when they say that, considering the fact that Ami's supposed to detain her, I'm gonna actually see if her gold pouch is around.
Yeah, I
Nina's
mean,
just
like,
trying to
Quit
loot
digging
her
through the
not
charcoal. We're
corpse.
leaving.
No, I mean, I plan to give it back to her if I find it. It's just,
Are you taking up the maid service? This building is toast. There's nothing in here. Let's go.
yeah, I think Nina, you give a glance around, but there's nothing like in the basement. It was just a little. It was basically a cellar that they were using to keep her in. There's maybe like a
What about the
barrel
big
of
chest
winter
in the corner,
apples.
Travis?
No,
yeah.
that's
As your
that's
hand
not
touches it, it
message.
sticks to it. It's a mimic. Roll for initiative.
I'm
So,
already
by the
gone.
way,
I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Oh.
I left.
As we're walking out, I would put my hand on Caven's shoulder and give him a little my other cure wounds.
Thank
Be like,
you.
so you'll stop complaining.
Meanwhile, Nina's like limping, looking for a gold
Yeah.
pouch. Like,
Limping on Chad because Cayman got.
Look,
Ron,
she's.
I don't know if I'll ever stop
She
complaining,
didn't say anything, so I'm
But
just gonna
but I appreciate it.
cure light wounds.
Jordan, you got the
I'm
wrong
sure
profile
Julian
picture
will
here,
get-
man.
So good.
yeah, I do. It's close though. Close. Nina. Yes, I haven't mentioned it yet to anybody except for Caven because he shared my bed one night.
There you go, Cape 12 HP.
Dude, you know what? Whatever you do in closed doors is none of my concern.
Yeah, I didn't mention it. Lord Vellum Nilo, the counselor of Siena, is my my uncle, my mother's brother, elder brother.
Well,
Jobrin
Yeah.
was also the younger one, and not the counselor, but had some choice words for me at one point, and I'm not.
You had a pointed encounter.
A couple times actually, and but yeah, I'm not just from the dirt.
So far, I'm 2 for 2, Durian. My second hunch was right. They really were here for Lord Nightway.
Why? I don't know. We don't know anything yet. Right now, we had.
I don't know the specifics, but
something or somebody was a dragon. If my uncle had suspicions, and Lady Nephish was still allowed to travel with the group, then it might not be Lady Nephish because he was an asshole, but he was a smart asshole. So who had the interest of his family and CN in his mind. So
yeah, I'm gonna say this now. Like the second that they said that Lady Nephish was detaining Wood Elves, I sort of put 2 and 2 together. They didn't want the Wood Elves to meet with Nightway because Nightway obviously had something in mind. And if the dragon is Lady Nephish, then that would be a thorn on Lady Nephish's side by default.
Or if she works for the dragon. I'm still not convinced of anything. Her absence is some measure of guilt, but we need to learn more.
We're headed back to the inn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Whether she's a dragon or she's a powerful mage that took on a dragon form, either way, it's the same deal to me.
So we're heading to the Rabid Dog Northwest, Travis, with the nice walkout gardens, not the one with the pool.
Yep. Yeah,
and the bigger bar. It's got a bit of an extended bar area. So.
Yeah. You get back there. It looks like the dragon came past this area at some point. There's like a couple of melted buildings. There are several people probably like trying to dig through the rubble. You see a cart a ways down the street with what looks like bodies being piled into it, a sheet being laid across the thing. But yeah, you push open the door to the inn. It's empty. Like the bartender is not even there.
Travis, not shocking.
About like 100 feet out, Caven has a sudden realization, and he just goes, "Filverell!" and just starts running back into the door and just like looking frantically.
Okay. Yeah. You like push open the door.
And, whoops, that's right.
And yeah, the first floor is empty. There's no one in the common room, no one behind the bar.
Yeah, Trevor's in there. Caven runs upstairs, looks in her room.
30 seconds after he does that, I go, "Walter!" and I run in too.
You know what?
Yeah,
Travis, when I do that, I'm going to put out 10 gold. I'm just going to put it wherever the barkeeper would probably put his gold, behind the bar. I'm just going to just start grabbing drinks.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to walk behind the bar and pour myself a drink.
Yeah,
I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing.
I'm not paying.
I'm basically just going to be the bartender.
Yeah, it's basically
I'm being honest, though.
Yep, it's basically that scene in Django Unchained after the bartender runs out. You just go behind, scrape the foam off, tap it out. Yeah, you get drinks. Nina has the decency to pay for them. And yeah, you have the common room to yourselves. Meanwhile, Caben, you thunder up the stairs, open up the door to Filverell's room, and she is not there.
Okay.
You check your room and check the rest of the rooms with everyone else, and you probably open the door to Nina's room, and there's a yelp as you see Walter hiding under the bed, and then he kind of looks up and says, "Oh, Caben, yes."
I run to him.
Crawls out and dusts himself.
Yeah,
off.
was I still on the floor? I run up to him, just grab him by the neck or the shirt. I'm like, "Where is Filverell?"
I don't know.
I run in at this point, and I'm like, "Oh, Walter, thank goodness, you're okay. You're okay."
I don't know. She went to go see the procession.
Caben, I can't understand him. Can you put him down?
All right, I drop him and I just drop him, I guess, for now.
Okay. Yeah, I think he like staggers backward into the wall and is just like breathing hard.
Walter, you're okay.
I wasn't strangling him, but yeah, I was.
Yeah. Yes, my lord. I think so.
Silverell, she went to the procession. I take it you didn't.
I was looking for your mage friend, like you told me.
Llewellyn, yes. Didn't find.
He wanted to set up a meeting after the procession. I thought I could catch him with the rest of the guild members. I wasn't successful before things kicked off, and I thought it best not to stick around.
Did you find out where they were? The guild members.
They were attending the procession. I was going to start looking through the crowds. There was a guild hall some ways up that offered a rather nice view from the roof, from what I heard. But I didn't manage to get there before.
And Silverell, she went to the procession. So the crowds early.
Yes, I don't know. I thought she was with Shoshana, the priest woman that was with us. I don't know where they might have went.
She was in good hands, Caben.
Do we know, did Shoshana, like, work in the tower? Or was she just kind of like a lower priest that, like, just kind of...
She was in another town. She was from another town.
She was traveling with you guys to visit her parents who lived here in the capital.
Right. I guess, I don't know, maybe if I'm gleaning her, like, were her parents... Was she staying with us in the inn, or was she staying with her parents?
She stayed
with
her
them.
parents.
She hasn't been staying with you guys.
Okay. Do I know where her parents live?
No, she's been a little scarce since
okay.
date night.
Alright.
Caben. Walter, come down. You need to listen in for a bit, and I'll fill in the holes where I can. You're going to get some information now that makes things harder, not easier, but the dragon has been driven off, so we're safe for the time being. It was an ambush on the Archimandrite and the retinue. I think probably more the retinue than the Archimandrite, but...
I assumed as much, my lord. An attack on someone important.
Regardless, we drove him off, injured but alive. And we have someone important.
You mean, my lord, that there's an injured, angry, huge dragon out there?
Very injured, with a personal grudge against us, probably.
Walter, there's a lot of angry dragons out there.
I think you see him pale, and he kind of like licks his lips and says, "Well,
I told you
lord,
this would be interesting."
That you did. Well, if it was badly injured, it's not going to rush back here anytime soon, I would think.
No, and the city had for a number of reasons, had a contingency plan in mind, but it won't be caught by surprise now. The dragon won't be back anytime soon. But come down, have a drink, breathe a bit. If you'll excuse me, I need to talk to Cave in a second.
Of course. Oh, yes. And he like looks a little embarrassed as he like goes down, reaches back under the bed and pulls up like a whiskey bottle that's a little empty. He says, "Yes, well,
do you mind?"
No, not at all, my lord.
I swig it and hand it back to him.
Yeah, I think he offers it to you, Caben. You two look like hell.
Yep.
Yeah. So awesome. I think in the meantime, Thea followed you behind the bar, Fawn, and yeah, she's got like a large decanter of turnip liquor, and is kind of laughing as she's recounting a story to Nina. So you should have seen this rookie. She goes charging in, all hell bent on winning a war of attrition by herself in one day. She's thundering down this hill. I'm yelling at her, "Stop, stop, don't go forward." And what happens? She looks over at you, Fawn, like seeing if you want to pick up the story or if she should continue.
I give her a dirty look, and I tell her, "Go on,"
Hmm.
because she's
Well,
being very
then
sassy. So I'm waiting to get her on a story as well.
Well then, of course, what happens is her horse. What was that stupid thing's name before the pretty one?
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'm assuming she's talking about Firefoot being the pretty one.
Well,
And,
anyway, the ground opens up, trapped as
Appleseed.
I
Johnny
knew it would be.
Appleseed.
Yeah. Her horse falls down this hole. Her on top. I hear a crash and a crack. The battle is joined. We manage to fight off these dwarves, and what do I find? Her, under her dead horse, broken leg. Very useful, weren't you, in that fight?
I'm
Yeah,
like,
sounds
And
like
she
I'm
like
giving her the
sips her
stare.
liquor.
I'm giving her the stare down, like, okay, if that's how it's gonna be, it sounds like I'm gonna have to dig up some stories of my own.
Yeah.
Perhaps,
You know what?
perhaps like the
Before
time
you
that
go into the story,
Nina.
before you go in the story,
Nina.
I'll just
Nina,
motion them
Nina.
to take a seat behind the bar.
Nina.
I'm gonna.
No, that's what I mean. I'm telling them like to go take a seat. I'm just gonna be the bartender. Just like take a seat and relax.
So I
Yeah,
go
I think
on,
you're
I'm
at
like,
a
yeah,
table
yeah.
relaxing. And I think she chuckles and says, "Well, you learned from that one, didn't you, rookie?"
And I go on and I'm like, well, I guess it's, some of us learn things, unlike others. Perhaps we could recount the multiple times that you decided to have expired rations that you kept in your bags. Thought they were good, but they weren't. Or
I still
perhaps-
maintain you put those in there. And that's not... Look,
No.
dysentery is not something you want to deal with in the middle of a war zone. Shitting my guts out for a week straight.
Uh-huh.
And then I go on to
Uh-huh.
say,
Uh-huh.
or perhaps about the time that you foraged for the wrong berries, misidentified them, had an allergic reaction to them. That was a very interesting time where I had to help
Yeah,
take care of you as you recovered. Your lips were a bit swollen. You had some trouble talking, and I kind of like mimicked very
Like a fat tongue,
exaggerated,
yeah.
like like. So I,
Yeah.
I pull out a couple stories as well.
Yeah, I think she like glares at
Okay.
you and says, "Yes, I seem to have trouble keeping good food whenever you were around." And she like grins and
So-
takes another big swig of turnip
I,
liquor.
Travis?
I follow up one more thing, Mia. I follow up really quickly, and it's like that's why I decided to pick up a few spells, magical things, so I can help purify food and drink and whatnot. Just in case I ever ran across you again. You seem to
Oh,
have bad luck.
yes, of course, because the first thing I'm going to let you do when you have my food near you is start doing some magical mumbo-jumbo over it. She rolls her eyes and laughs and says,
Yeah.
"What's got your tongue there? What was it? Nanny? Sorry, I'm bad with
No.
names."
It's not. It's
Look,
no
that's
need.
a human
Travis, seeing
name,
as
isn't
this
it?
is not going to end, seeing as this is never going to end, I'm just at one point going to whistle.
Liquid
Like,
Noni.
now, if we can get back to the issue at hand, why were you
Yeah,
seeing
big
Lord Nightlight?
dragon. Didn't manage to kill it, huh, Rook? If I had been there, and she like breaks out into a big grin, and it's like, if I would have been
Yeah,
there,
the second
I
that
would
she
have
does
run
that,
the fuck away
I just
because
whistle at
dragons
her.
are nothing to mess with.
I'm like, she actually did quite admirably for someone who's a dragon slayer, so enough.
Except the gnome got
Now,
the jump on you.
why would you see-
Okay, guys.
There
Yeah,
is
so
a
she
guard.
looks over at you, Nina.
Like,
and-
why were you seeing Lord Nightlight?
I'm sorry?
Then why were you here to see Lord Nightlight?
Well, that's a bit of a story. We were working for him for some time. You're sure he's dead?
Very much so. I saw him get melted in front of me.
Ugh, that's not a good way to go.
At
I mean,
least it was painful.
None of them
because it
are
was
good ways to
intense.
go, but... Yeah, and she nods and says, well, we'd been working with him for some time. I think you know who's tipped to be the next High Counselor of Cien.
Yes, Lord Tegan.
Yes, well, Lord Tegan's been a little friendlier with the dwarves in our area than we would like to see. And she gives you like a dark look, Fawn. Says, we were hoping we might be able to get a more equitable trade deal between, well, those of elven blood if we engaged a couple of the counselors. Lord Nilo was open to the idea, but needed some help. He'd been, well, I think he had been investigating these things for a while. He didn't give us a lot of information, but we've been helping him look into things in this nation, and had been following up on some contacts and information on the Black Fang. He let slip that he thought there might be more dealings here than he thought initially, but well, I wasn't able to get what I found to him in time, I guess.
Well, there's good news in that. We just happen to be real big enemies of the Black Fang. And I guarantee you, there's a few people in the Sian Council who died that I am particularly pissed about, so start sharing.
Well, good luck. It appears they have more firepower on their side than I thought. Lord Nilo's gone. There's no deal in this for me, or, well, us anymore. And she kind of, like, nods to Fawn. I don't know what I can help you with, but
Everything
if I have
that
anything
you knew and
useful...
found out
What was that?
would be a good. Everything you knew and found out would be a good start.
Well, we had tracked down a couple of Black Fang agents, low-level guys, you know, local street toughs.
Let me guess. One's a gnome with green hair or pink hair, or whatever the hell it is.
No, I didn't see any gnomes. It's mostly humans in this kingdom. Though we did run into someone who directed us towards, well, a rival of theirs. Anyway, they said to look out for, I guess you would call them imposter refugees? People in rags, acting a little erratic, seem to have some sway over some of the clergy here. That was about as far as we got before, well, your friend with the rather large sword and the rather hard pommel managed to catch me.
For reference, acquaintance, and second, go on.
Well, that's all I have for you. Sorry, I didn't have much more than that I could report on. Don't know if that's helpful to you or not.
No idea where a hideout could be.
That's as far as I got. Apparently it was enough to get me cracked on the forehead. Yeah. And I think this is a
companions.
I think this is a good time for a quick break.
Yeah. Oh shit! All right, I just put my wine everywhere. All right.
Good time. Really good time for a break.
Yeah, great time for a break. We'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for watching.